pro as ever. Hi, good Friday, and welcome to Heroes and Generals Devstream number 28, live from Copenhagen. I'm Rito Gargamel, and here is Rito Redbjarne,
hello,
the director. And today we will be looking at more of the features that are coming in the next update of the game, the UTS update. We showed you last week the new map, so that's pretty much the kind of like the main event. But we have also we are introducing something else in the next build, which will add to realism. It's inverse kinetics, and what that means is, what does that mean? Inverse kinetics.
Inverse kinematics.
Kinematics, is it? I thought it was kinetics.
No, kinematics.
All right.
Basically like bones in skeletons.
And muscles.
In muscles, yeah. So you have forward kinematics and inverse kinematics, and it's sort of like if two bones. This is inverse kinematics. You push on the outer limit or outer bone, and the joints.
Fold, kind of.
Yeah, the joints between the outer bone and the sort of like the key bone reacts to this movement. If I do this, that would be forward kinematics instead, moving the inner bone rather than the outer bone. So that's the difference between those two things, and there's just two different like techniques of animating. You need basically you need both to make.
Otherwise, you look like a.
No, it's just much easier to animate if I could take my hand and place it on the bottle rather than having to do like this. To animate it. So you can ask our animator guy over here how happy he was once somebody made an inverse kinematic tool. It's actually more like, I think it's 20 years ago or something. The animators would actually do it the forward kinematics way, which is super cumbersome.
I guess we should show it. We should show it right away. I'm gonna go and
obviously it's a mix between hand animation and code controlled animations. If you want to place the character's hand at a certain like grabbing like this glass here. Obviously, you cannot make a fixed animation. You'll have to make some of the movement with animation, and then you'll have some code to adjust to the final position in order to grab the glass perfectly in a game. Obviously, if it was a movie or something where you have fixed frames, then you wouldn't need code-controlled inverse kinematics in the same way as you will in a game.
You wouldn't.
You wouldn't, because you could just move everything in place, whereas in the game you
have to kind of improvise.
You don't know where the character is placed in the world, so you'll have to.
Right. This being said, you gave examples with hands, but what we're talking about here is feet. It's just that we didn't feel like putting our feet on the table. But,
same thing.
The best example, I think, would be if I went and.
Kinetic is actually the stuff that people would like to have to avoid having the jeep skidding around on the map, I guess. Friction. But now we're talking about bones.
So what I will do is I'll climb on the roof here, and maybe use something else than a shovel to walk around. Doesn't really matter. So if you look at the character's feet, they don't do that right now on the servers. So this is the next update. You see that the character's shifting his feet around.
You also see he's standing on an uneven ground,
and
he's trying to place his feet according to the surface he's standing on without lowering his head, and so that's where he flexes his knee joints in order to have the right position.
Maybe if I go and free cam around a little bit, you can see that he's.
It should be more obvious if you find some stairs to see if you can get him up to the roof, to the back of the roof. Also, if you can have just one leg standing on the top stair. I don't know if that's possible.
No, sometimes there's. He gets into some uncomfortable positions.
Well, you shouldn't be climbing around the roofs then.
It's the first iteration of the kinematics. So in the stairs, you said
have one leg on one step and one on the other, if that's possible. I don't know if that's possible.
Like that. Let's see if it's...
No, it's not. He's standing with his feet in the air.
Ah, he's still doing that. Yeah. Okay, so the stairs is not... It's not something that's yet there. But I think if we go and walk on outside somewhere on in the wild, like on that pile of stuff here, pile of debris. So again, you can see it. And it works also if you're crouching, all that. So this is part of what is coming in UTS, and I think there was another thing with the okay. I was going to exit the live game, but the next thing that we are introducing is more feedback from weapons, actually a better response from weapons. And so now if you throw a grenade, you can throw it directly to the ground, and it doesn't bounce around so much, so it doesn't basically roll away from you too much. And if you want to throw like grenades in quick succession, it actually happens much faster now. I think I'm going to give myself more grenades. What was it again? Give grenades. And grenades, yes. There you go, 3 more grenades. So, see, I just tossed 3 grenades. Woo-hoo! So you can toss your grenades fast enough that your first grenade blows up your second and third.
That's awesome.
So, so yeah, you kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to keep an eye on Skype always. So Robotron is saying that we tell lies.
The speed grenade is really hey.
But yeah, actually, there is the speed at which the grenade gets ready. But when you throw it directly to the ground, it doesn't roll away from you so much.
Yeah. Sorry. Goddamn microphone.
Yeah. Actually, we're going to try and keep it a little bit short today because like we're massively busy. We didn't get so much time to prepare today. I think it shows a little bit that we're...
Maybe we should just... should we go and talk a little bit about the dynamite, the combat badges and everything?
Yes, we just showed some grenades. Let's go and look at that.
There's two badges that are really good for
grenades.
For grenade guys.
Where is it? There's a grenadier.
Grenadier, yeah.
Grenadier.
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 Which basically just gives more damage to grenades.
And the way it works is, it's just more damage, right?
Yeah.
But the other one is Dynamite Lover, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's where you can carry more.
Yes, which is... but so just this one you level up with the...
Explosives ribbon.
The explosives ribbon, which... Oh, yeah, I was afraid that I would just get the larger version of the picture, but there it is. So you get your different levels of the... this one is the Grenadier, and this one is Dynamite Lover. They kind of look very similar. So by leveling up the explosives ribbon, you basically get these two very compatible patches. Badges.
Yeah.
And
so you can actually carry a lot of grenades into battle if you...
yeah, because 3 extra, that means 6 per slot that you equip. Like if you had like 2 slots with grenades...
I'm actually not completely... I have to check up on that because that has been changed at some point, I think. But it's supposed to be per slot.
So that would mean a lot of grenades if you have...
It counts for mines as well. So...
Yeah, that's true. It's grenade or mine. But it says you have room for more. I'm not. Actually, I'm not sure. We should have asked Tobias.
Yeah.
But this being said, you get more grenades with these badges. I wasn't done showing the new stuff on the. Let's go back to Skype here. Okay, so yeah, you have to keep looking at Robotron's ranting, but like keep it on top, otherwise you might miss some. So let's go back to the. What you can do is you can pop out the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
The option there.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But show the grenades in.
Yeah. So
in super slow motion.
In super slow motion, it used to be that if you throw a grenade, your character would take a little bit of time between each grenade to get it ready. So now if I'm just going to switch back to my shovel. It's the time before the grenade is ready. It really. I'm gonna get out of the way. It really is much slower now. So if I but then again, if I do this, it does still bounce away. So yeah, that's why we're actually. I think I was actually doing some wishful thinking here. But if you're running. And throwing a grenade directly down, yeah, it did stay in place. So I think we have a disagreement here. But yeah, but yeah, the grenade is ready quicker. Yes.
But there are on the up and coming build we do plan some more changes to or tweaks to some of the weapons and explosives.
So if I go and get a what is that one?
But basically, you'll see that the change that is coming in here is that the time delay from when you press the button until you're ready to throw. This when you see the art, the throw arc it's much quicker now than it was before. So you can ready your grenades a lot quicker, which would make them, I guess, super dangerous. But most of the time you would actually, some people use the grenades as being like an escape thing when I can't hit you, I'm just going to throw a grenade and leave. Mm-hmm. And if you have to spend so much time to ready the grenade, it becomes really difficult to do. So I guess people should be more aware that now it's easier for people to drop grenades when they're fleeing.
Yeah. So if you're cornering somebody and you're trying to intimidate them,
watch out for grenades.
Watch out for grenades. I'm going to go in the Master of Puppets cemetery, and I really like that one. All that's missing is the Metallica logo. And the
there's one here, Rodgard the Bloated, he's saying that we should allow sticky bombs to stick to people too. Should we also have it so it can stick to yourself? You go, oh fuck, it's got stick to you.
That would be awesome. And the next thing that we changed in weapon handling is this here, the way the machine guns behave. So if you're running, that doesn't work. But if you're walking with your machine gun and you decide, there you go. It used to be that if you're walking, you would be blocked from firing. You would have to let go of the movement key. Yeah. So now if you're walking and you decide, oh shit, I have to.
And it just slows down.
It just slows down. So you're probably, I guess, the sway is still quite.
It's crazy.
It's quite crazy if you turn around and try to shoot. I'm gonna shoot over there. I mean, the precision is not that great if you're turning fast, but if you're walking and decide to start shooting, you can hip fire.
That's okay.
Much more quickly. So I guess, for example, people using the 1918 and the also the MG42 and all those machine guns that were, I think, for a while there, kind of less loved by people preferred to have their SMGs, but this will probably get back in fashion. If,
it's suddenly, much more hard hitting.
Suddenly it becomes more handy.
Rifle ammunition shoots further and harder.
Yeah. I mean that thing is. If you hit, you hurt. And the next one was also less aim penalty per bullet. So I guess for that I should go and demonstrate it somewhere. Somewhere where there's a wall that I can hit and put dents into. Or maybe that tombstone. That's a good idea. There we go. So I'm going to go back to let's say as far as I can go, and I'm gonna shoot that tombstone with like a few. Oh wait, I have to reload.
And to also show that this change is also obviously affects the FG42, which some people have complained about.
So there you go.
The FG42 FG42 is also getting a little bit of a functionality lift.
So that's not bad at all, considering I was at like what 50 meters, maybe a little bit less, but still, I mean, so you get a fairly grouped shot, series of shots. This being said, so less sway for moving, also a little bit less for LMGs. I guess we're pretty much covering everything that's changed in terms of weapon handling. Unless did I forget one? Maybe we should show the FG42 as well, because first of all because it's fun.
This is the
FG47.
The next build that's coming out in a few days. As we are working on a larger tweak session for the weapons, but that's not gonna see the servers until in a few weeks at least.
I'm trying to shoot that window there. No wait, that's not gonna demonstrate much. It's gonna demonstrate that. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, shouldn't this be exploding? Nope. Apparently not. I'm gonna put bullets into that wall there. So I'm gonna try and hit maybe this spot here. So there you go. You could spell my name. So all the LMGs are a little bit more precise, and I think now I've covered it.
There's one guy asking Smee XY is Smuxy.
Yeah.
Is asking what happens if you sprint. Do you shoot like that, or do you get heavy recoil?
I guess I showed it a little bit too fast. If I'm sprinting and I hit the trigger, that doesn't let me shoot, so I have to stop sprinting. But so if I'm basically pressing W and Shift, then I release W and I'm sprinting. If I hold Shift, I can't shoot. As soon as I drop Shift, I start shooting. So it's not. I mean, if you. But you can't hit the mouse button first. You have to let go of Shift and then hit the mouse button. But you know, it's kind of realistic if you're sprinting. The time it takes to kind of put the shoulder, not shoulder, but kind of stabilize the rifle. So I think we went a little bit fast on that because we've got a new question.
As Janata was asking if you can have a reload for jeeps and tanks, machine guns, because he thinks it's a pain that he has to empty in order to reload. We could consider that for a future vehicle pass to have some more. Also, I think one thing that people would like to have is that some sort of control over your support weapons on the vehicles, so you could give sort of like an order of saying don't fire or fire open fire. It's just so that if you're, for example, in the recon vehicles or in the tanks, you're trying to sort of get in position. It's super annoying that somebody just jumps into the tank and starts shooting. So it might be a good feature. Obviously, it could also mean that that you'd also always just have it on block so he can't shoot.
Maybe there could be a kind of cooldown to that thing, so that
or
you can only use it sometimes.
Maybe some more rewarding from actually using the secondary guns correctly. But
that's still in design, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
we will have to do that on the whole vehicle pass. But I think it's something that should be put in, because if it annoys people too much that like trying to sneak up on somebody with a tank, obviously it's but it's just annoying that people start shooting.
So when we say like less aim penalty per bullet, that doesn't necessarily, because like the recoil here, that's not what we're talking about. There's still like, you know, if I don't try to compensate for the recoil, I hit like this. I hit in a line like that quickly rises. So, but if I'm in precision mode, compensating. So. Yeah, I mean, I'd get out of the way. Should we move on to the next thing we wanted to show? I guess we can do that. We had originally we wanted to show you the replay tool that we have. I had to set it up a little bit differently than I usually would, but people were curious about exactly what we can view in terms of replays. So here you'll see. This is I asked Rito Oxen for the highest rated game of last month, and
I think we should try and do that for a regular session. We talked about having each month showing the highest rating game in the replay tool. So that'd be nice. Now we're just going to try and show one that we have got installed on this machine.
If I can.
If you can find it, yeah.
It's
obviously this is an internal tool, so people just keep asking us, why can't we release it, and why can't we try it, but it's like, it's mostly broken. Every time we have to use it, we have to have a programmer fix up stuff in it.
I loaded it twice. Wait.
Oh.
Okay, so it's already loaded. Yeah, there is. Okay, it's only there once. Great. So this is what the replay looks like.
Can I interrupt for a while? The replay tool is actually way more stable than it used to be. So
don't say that, so people will demand it.
No, but the main reason we can't release it into the wild is that to use it right now, you need to download all the log files. And, that's a crazy amount of, like, on my machine I have 2.8 gigabytes. Of log files, and that's you have to. Not only that, you have to. You're limited in what you can view, and you can only view the latest build of the game, basically, or the latest. That's not true. Is when we have a major update, then it ceases to be backwards compatible.
Basically, you cannot be sure that every release you run risk that the data isn't compatible anymore.
Exactly. So when
and it's obviously it's massive data chunks, because it record basically all actions in the game. So everything that's getting sent to the server is getting recorded. So that is some huge files, but they're very useful when we have to debug stuff, or we have to track down. Cheaters and people trying to make aimbots and stuff. It's just really easy to spot them from here. And obviously when we create the videos of the game, it's really nice, because we can do some pretty neat stuff in here. But it's the same thing as the heat map stuff that got shown last Friday. That those data chunks is actually really heavy.
So this is I haven't really looked at it very much.
I haven't been using this.
I mean the game itself. This particular battle. It's the U.S. versus the Soviets. I think there's probably some interesting bits, since people have been rating it quite high. I think some players thought it was a great battle. So we see that the white name tags are the Soviets. It's kind of cool to see a plane and I'd be able to freeze him. I'm gonna just make sure not to move my camera too fast. But
there he is.
So
let's see him just run into the ground.
I think he knows how to fly.
Yeah.
So, and So I think there's some dogfighting going on.
Oh yeah, there comes the Americans.
Yeah, all right, let's go and follow that. See what happens with that.
Did he die?
Did he actually really do that?
He
He landed? wait, okay. So that's the fun of having a replay tool. What the hell just happened? Okay, so he landed. Like, fancy, I'm gonna land here. So there he is. That's a
That's pretty cool. Oh, nice landing, man.
landing with. Whoa. Let me get back to the. He really. That's great. And so he decided to.
He's going to capture.
What is he doing? Seriously, what is he doing? He probably put some mines over there or something like that. But that's. So Jake 2423, creative pilot here.
Nice.
No, that you don't want to do that.
Oh, that was just
you don't do that.
bad place to land.
So, and here we have Hiro Onoda, who is apparently an American flying a plane in World War II. As unlikely as it may sound. But strangely enough, yeah, the people seem to be very spread out, and yet it's a very highly rated battle. I'm not sure I get the how people give their ratings sometimes, and how come and it was. You know what? I think it's because the rating system, it looks at the average score given.
Yeah.
So, and I think if there's at least 5-6 people in the battle, then the battle gets a fairly good score.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the rating system is kind of it's not exactly.
It's very crude.
It's very crude,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because it doesn't like this
But
battle.
you have to see, like, if the battle's fun for both the attackers and the defenders, then
Mm.
there must be something in that particular battle that was working.
But so here what is
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are they doing? It's really weird because I would have expected that a very high-rated battle would have been, action-packed and.
Yeah, let's see how long is the battle?
It's fairly long, so maybe we can skip ahead a little bit. See what happens. Do we have a?
No.
Nah. Okay, now there's more people. So I guess it was filling up in the beginning. Okay, so here you have two guys. I think you have a. Let's go back to maybe a few moments before. I want to see where the. I'm gonna kind of take a bird's eye view and see what. So there's a lot of things happening in the air. That's for sure, and I think.
There's paratroopers.
There's the paratroopers, but there's nobody in the plane. And you see that now they're starting to fight for the city, and there's a lot of dogfighting. And at some point, somebody is dropping over the police station. It's the guys. Oh, well, there's this guy who just landed in the village, and so I'm just going to try and find a spot where there's a little bit more action in the capture points. Okay, so here. So this guy's doing fine. And the fun thing also is that you can just get inside the staircase, and if I want, I just kind of follow the guy as he's like oh, and oh wait, so what's going on here? Aha, there you go. And paratrooper was waiting for
taking
him.
out the sniper guy.
So yeah, I think I'm going to navigate with the arrows instead of the mouse, because then it's more like
Fred,
yeah.
you can actually track player.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
I was asking about that. Yeah. How'd you do that?
The button left corner,
Left corner.
track player.
No. No, I've never done that before. But that, is it new? Is it?
Yeah, go through the players by hitting plus and minus.
Okay, so but I have to. Okay, so I have to get out of the. Ah, okay. Ah, that's sweet. Can I Okay, but we can't see them in third person, can we? Or is it? Or is it? Or can we? What just happened?
You died.
He died. Yes. Ah, that's sweet. I managed to. Okay, so there it is. I forced the third person.
Maybe we should mention that. I think I also already mentioned that we actually use this when people complain about the players like using wall hacks and all these cheat things. If we get enough reports, we investigate by loading up battles with these players in and see if it's actually true. And most of the time, we can see that
it's fairly easy to see.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into details, but yeah, it's. I think it's not very realistic to kind of play with cheats and look like you're not,
no.
because it looks like you're playing with cheats.
Yeah, we caught one guy at one time that was actually headshotting pilots all the time. He's clearly working on an aimbot.
Also, but this is also how we. I mean, if somebody spends the entire game farming, we see a guy in the corner somewhere shooting at the walls.
Yeah.
There's a few. I think you just saw that the guy had an invisible map. There's a few things that are not rendered also in the replay, so it's not exactly. Yeah, like that. So he's basically looking at his fingers when he's looking at the map. And I think that the other thing is when some the scoped rifles, if people are aiming with them, they disappear in this view. So
yeah, that's because
a few glitches like that.
No, but I think we hide characters and hits, and there's also different tricks done in order to not have 3D models pop through the scopes and all.
That's a pretty cool battle there. Maybe I could go back to first person. First person. So let's go for the next guy. Maybe we could try and follow the pilot if there's a spot who's the pilot. So this guy is a Soviet, as we can see. The one thing though is I don't think there's a. We can't see the kill messages, can we? With that? No, I don't think not yet. No. So there's a few things that are we don't see when other players are doing stuff. It's really restricted to the player that we're following. But it's kind of interesting to look at the perspective of different people. So oh, that's nice.
Let's follow him for a while. See what he does.
Let's see what he does. So I suppose here he's covering. He's not doing a very good job of preventing the capture there.
No, he doesn't care about capturing. He's just looking to kill people, I guess.
Okay, no, he was covering the because it's kind of confusing that the enemy is in red, but the name tags are not. They don't match what you see in game.
Oh,
they're arbitrary. It's red is actually this guy is red. And the enemy is white for him, so that's why I was like, why isn't he shooting the, the guys that are capping? Because he's on their side. Do we have a? These guys sure love landing in the field and gardening.
With the shovel.
Yeah, well,
Maybe he's just taking a dump. He said, "Oh, just add
had to bury it." There he goes. That should be interesting. But as you can see, though, it's watching a game from everybody's perspective is it's impossible. Everybody has their own completely distinct experience of what happened during a game. Oh. So that's why when people say, like, just watch this game, you'll see that it was fishy. Like, what am I looking for? But when you tell me this guy was aimbotting, I can go and follow that guy and definitely find if he was using cheats. Are they? Oh, that's nice. Oh, no. He's kind of lucky he didn't just go up in flames. So he's a pilot. He's a pilot with a shovel.
Survive with his shovel. Yeah.
Do we? Oh yeah, no. That. You have a glass down there.
Yeah, I have one. Yeah.
Or wherever you want. So I guess I'm gonna follow somebody else. This being said, we wanted to, I think, dogfight. Well,
not really dogfight.
Not really dogfight.
Shooting down stuff.
Duck hunting.
Yeah.
I really like the new, the new visual effects.
Yeah. Actually, that's something that's so much fun. Some of the effects has been optimized a bit. So explosions and.
But that's
like that is
what we're looking at right now is Timoshenko. But there's no VFX optimization.
I don't know how many of them actually.
Is there in UTS? Because we were in.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
It's an ongoing thing that we.
Yeah, it's an ongoing process. I think in UTS, the aerial bomb and all water effects have been optimized because they were really punishing for the performance. Yeah. And it's an ongoing process. So, yeah.
But because we were in the meeting yesterday, in the production meeting, we were talking about. Like there's more optimization to come in the future updates that are planned for the next few months. But the explosions are getting better and better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did. It's one of the things with this game is that obviously we want to have the possibility to have long range battles, long range action, and that just puts a lot of pressure on everything. If we were to make like a city-only type game where we could only run inside the city, we could make it run a lot better. But we actually want the planes and the tanks and the long-range sniping and stuff like that because it's just fun.
Yeah, which is why you have like the macroscopic and microscopic level.
But obviously, we are going to do some city maps at some point. That will probably only be with the infantry and maybe snipers and like maybe some tanks, but not the like a tank in a city is just suicide. So that might be not preferable for the tankers. But that's future.
But I guess we could go to a few. What we're gonna do actually is. With the Q&A, I think we should announce that we're going to try and restrict the questions and answers to really once a month. These whole intensive sessions of answering a whole bunch of questions, we're going to keep that down.
Yeah.
So that we can, kind of focus on answering the really relevant ones and not improvise so much because we're not very good at improvising.
No, it also seems like sometimes we tend to answer the same questions over
Yeah.
and over again. So like, yeah, we are looking into it, but it's not going to happen right now. That's sort of like a standard answer to most questions.
Yeah.
So we'd like to have some more interesting questions.
Oh, actually, there was in the end quite a lot of action going on in this battle. It's
seems like also a nice setup with like 2 attack lines. It's
oh, nice. That's whoa, okay, from the roof. Haha. There's one thing with the church is that it's like a double-edged sword. When you go to the second floor, you can prevent people from getting in, but you can't quickly get back down to recapture if the need arises.
exactly.
So this guy is driving with his head completely turned around.
He's not really looking where he's driving.
How come that's... Wait, can you even get that perspective when you're driving?
It looks like something.
No, wait, because he's in third person, but I forced first person.
Oh,
Because otherwise you can't possibly see that in first person with your head completely turned 180 degrees.
oh, that's a sniper rifle. He just found a nice gun.
And he decided to trade it for a Panzerfaust.
There's also here, it seems a lot of players are complaining about the bazookas and the rockets. Too expensive. And I would tend to somehow agree with them that they might have upped the price a bit too much. I think not for the UTS build, but I'm looking into lowering the prices a bit for the bazookas. But I'm looking at the entire explosive unlock tree, because it seems like people are getting really happy with using the anti-tank mines instead of the bazookas, and so I need to look into if we should switch around some of the unlocks for that to encourage that gameplay, because it's nice that to use the anti-tank mines instead of also the bazooka.
So I guess we got a fairly good idea of what's going on here. It's kind of nice though to just the rear view. All right, so I guess we will gradually head towards a conclusion here. We're going to keep it short and sweet for this week, and maybe make it a little bit more intensive once we're
or maybe in regards to the bazooka stuff I was talking about before, maybe I should just add some more different rockets instead. Especially the Americans had actually several different types of rockets for the bazooka, so maybe we should do some ammo upgrades for the bazookas instead.
So that you have different levels of precision.
No, but also penetration power. So it's you use the hard ones for the expensive ones for the heavy tanks, and the small tanks can be taken out with cheap shots. So
I guess we just recap a little bit what we've been showing this week.
Yeah.
And
this guy, Ace of Monkey, saying high explosive bazookas. You mean mortars or what?
So we showed a little bit of the inverse kinematics and some of the weapon handling changes today. I should just remind people that there is I'm going to get out of there. There is a screenshot contest going on Steam. Here, the Battle Vision screenshot contest. It's still running until next week. Exactly next week. The winners will be announced. So the theme for this month is Death from Above, and each winner. There's actually 3 winners plus a wild card, which is also basically a fourth place. They get 2,000 gold each. The top 3 screenshots, and the wild card is just basically included in the post about the winners. But only the top 3 get 2,000 gold. Sorry. This being said, we will be uploading this to Twitch TV and also to YouTube later on. You can follow us on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Facebook. I guess we'll see you next week, and we'll wish you a pleasant weekend. Thanks for watching, and thanks for playing.
Bye-bye.
See you next week.